Fisher and Kage in the digital age. FisherandCage.com.
How do we get back to nuts so fast?
It
Seems like this show revolves around either your nuts or nuts in general.
All right. Speaking of nuts, as I was sitting there watching, I could only watch 20 minutes of the show yesterday too because my nuts were so glaring. My mom, I'm talking to her this morning. She goes, are you going to do something about your shorts? And I go, why? She goes, well, you call it a moose knuckle. She's like, your moose knuckle was just really prevalent. It was glaring. I go, it's because it's your son's moose knuckle, Mom. You can't take your, you're looking, going, I used to keep that area clean.
Hang on. You're saying that your mom can't keep her eyes off your balls.
She said that.
Like in essence, that's what you just said.
Well, could anybody? Could anybody?
Well, I've been praying for a server crash for the last 15 minutes, so.
So if you had humongous balls like me, and
right,
and you
no, I would definitely. I'd put my. See, it's like clown shoes balls is what you have.
Right.
It's not just big balls. I feel like I've got nice sized testicles. I believe.
All right. You know the old saying, "I give my left nut for."
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you actually give your left nut for something?
Would you give your left nut for something?
Well, would your left nut be more in currency because it's such a large left nut than mine would be?
I think you could repopulate the universe with my left nut.
Right?
Yeah.
All right.
I would give my left nut for like $10 million because I can retire on
$10 million. You'd give up your left nut.
Yeah, because you can still use just one ball.
Ask Lance Armstrong.
Yeah.
No. Yes?
Yeah, that's right.
Lance Armstrong.
Or did he lose both of them?
I think he lost just one.
All right. Well, a buddy of mine lost. He's just a one-ball guy.
Which, by the way,
has two
Lance
kids.
Armstrong, they got him for the doping thing.
Right.
I don't think he should have been so looked down on for the doping thing. He was already cheating. He had one ball. You try to ride a bike on that little bike seat. It's easier if you only have one ball.
Yeah,
you're not separating your balls off. You put one ball to one side.
Well, I would tuck.
That's already.
I would tuck it all the way in.
What, in your
probably.
butthole?
Yeah.
You would tuck your ball in your butthole.
Well, if it would go. I mean, really get it out of the way.
That's kind of kinky, actually.
So you're gonna take a ball and you're gonna put your ball into that's called your fifth pocket, by the way.
So $10 million, I would give
your ball.
I would give up my left nut.
Okay, listen. If you say that, I will give my left nut up for $10 million.
Wait, are we talking surgically giving it
No,
up?
that's.
Oh.
No, you picture it. You picture you got some wire cutters, and somebody cuts open your sack and they pull the ball out.
No.
And then they
No.
Like it's Honduras.
They just click
Like
your
it's
ball
what?
right off.
Honduras.
Because that's what they do in Honduras. Apparently, they take your balls in Honduras. Visit Honduras. That's our next sponsor.
Visit Honduras.com.
So listen. You take the ball and you pull it so your vas différence is being stretched.
No, you keep your French to yourself.
And then you. $10 million. Okay. All right, so
No.
what does it go to? I will.
There's no amount of money. There's nothing.
Maybe it's not money. Maybe I would give my left. So there's nothing. You would not give your left nut in that way for anything.
That moment would be. I don't think I could go through with it, honestly. That moment would be so excruciating that there's somebody you're basically taking a machete and just lop off a ball.
No, it's not a machete. I think machete would
Now,
actually
if-
be a little bit easier.
Man.
I'm saying it's wire cutters. Think about your vas différence.
Okay, so are there?
Wire
Hold
cutters.
on. Are
That's
there,
the vas différence. That's what holds your. That's the wire thing that holds
the
your
Vons
ball.
deferens is the tube that goes from the nuts to the penis so that the sperm
right.
can come out. Right.
What the hell's the name of the skunk from the Looney Tunes?
Pepe Le Pew?
That was Fonz de Fonz or something.
The Vons deferens, isn't that the strip club in Tampa?
Totally different strip club. Never been to that one.
All right, let me ask you a question in this scenario.
Right next to the pink pony.
That's just dude's balls swinging around the whole fucking time with tassels on them.
Are there EMTs available? Like once somebody cuts off my left nut, is somebody there to get me to the hospital and shit, or do I gotta crawl through the jungles of Ecuador, whatever the hell he said?
Honduras.
Honduras. It's totally different. Honduras is a beautiful place, by the way.
I'm
I
sure.
never lost my ball when I was in Honduras.
I'm sure it is.
Not that I'm aware of.
Lose a nut, gain a buck. Go ahead. That's their slogan. In Honduras. Welcome to Honduras. Lose a nut, gain a buck.
All right. So if there's
my life now.
all right, $10 million. If there's EMTs there ready to go, take a nut, then rush me to the
You can do it in
hospital.
the hospital. You could go but you cannot have any anesthesia.
Okay, 10 mil.
10 mil to lay on a table in
And
a
here's
hospital.
why. Here's why.
I'm gonna hang on. $10 million to lay on a cafeteria table in a hospital. and have somebody come out with wire cutters.
Doesn't matter where,
Pull
man.
your ball out and clip it.
Listen, $10 million, here's why. Because $10 million, I can live off that. I could retire and never have to do something like that ever again, or work for a living.
Right.
And then I can just,
Well, and for $10 million,
And
you can. If you're missing, don't look at my balls when I do.
You just pointed at your balls.
look
You
down.
can't sit there and make eye contact with me and then point down your balls and expect out a quick glance. Man,
If
I'm gonna punch you in your balls here in a second.
If you lost your balls, one ball,
Right.
you can replace one of the apples in the bag for $10 million. They've got like a fake ball because they have them for
Right.
dogs, right?
Well, that's where they came from, actually. It started the prosthetic ball.
Was it dog first?
Dogs first, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because nobody cared about replacing their ball back
Oh, I
in the
would
day.
care.
But when guys, for some reason, guys have that, or some guys have an attachment to their dog's balls.
Don't look
and
at the
hate-
dick, Fisher. Don't look at the dick.
Fisher's voice is talking to him.
Inside Fisher's head. Don't look at Jesse's balls. Come on. Let's see. Gerard says 10 million and no anesthesia ? Man, that's hardcore.
Oh, man. So $10 million, because like I said, I can just retire. I can put my balls on ice for as long as I need and just
No.
enjoy. Take a draw off that $10 million, $150,000 a year to support my family. That's plenty, man.
I'm not doing it for
What about
10
you?
million. What would I give my left
Yeah.
nut for? I would give my left nut for the success of this show.
Wow.
You would go
I
through
already
the same
did.
process.
I basically already have.
You would go to Honduras.
I basically already have.
See a witch
I told my
doctor.
agent to stop shopping me around.
Right,
That was the Clippers.
right.
And I said, I was like, I'm going to walk away from everything I know, and I'm going to do this. So for this to succeed, see, this sucks now. Now I'm going to get in some tragic accident. I'm going to lose my ball, become a spokesperson for men with one ball.
Looked at your ball again, sorry.
And then, well, of course you did. And you love my balls. And that's going to be my future. And the success of the show will be, well, that's the guy he's the champion for guys with one balls.
Hey, Ed.
One balls.
yes.
Ed, so now that we've gotten off a tangent about would you give your left nut for something? What do we have to bump today that was actually on
Yeah,
the
what were we supposed to
schedule?
do right there?
What substance were we actually supposed to talk about?
Just so you know, Ed, every night around 12:20, it's a weird time, but it's the last 2 nights in a row, 12:20, he sends us an outline of some of the stuff that we're going to talk about. And clearly, we are not on schedule right now.
Well, actually, we kind of morphed into it because we were supposed to talk about visithonduras.com. That's our new sponsor on
Yeah,
the show.
thank you.
So we actually intertwined getting your nut chopped
I
off.
can't wait for the C&D from the Honduras Council.
Oh, I'm sure that's coming.
Stop talking.
Yes.
Stop talking about us.
Please quit sending people here. We don't want your kind here.
I'm sure that's coming. It'll take about 3 weeks for the pigeon to get here.
Too bad you don't have a pigeon sound effect to really punctuate that joke.
Wait, I can get it right now.
So-
Should we be really late with it?
So basically in Honduras, they don't have mail. They can't mail or email. They can't just email us something.
This would be a great time for a music video.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. For the love of Christ.
Pigeons.
A man's show for the digital age.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
FisherandCage.com.